So dear students, today we are going to start with revision 2 class 11 CBSE. Let us quickly recall what we have studied earlier. What is the definition of demand? Demand is the amount of goods and services that a consumer in a market are willing and able to purchase during a given period of time. Demand is what it is, goods and services what a consumer is willing to pay and even have the ability to pay. What is law of demand? The law of demand states that other things being constant, the demand for a good extends with a decrease in the price and contracts with an increase in the price. In other words, there is an inverse relationship between quantity demanded of a commodity and its price. The other things being constant implies that income of a consumer, his taste and preferences, and price of other related goods, that is substitute and complementary, remains constant. Now law of demand states that there is an inverse or negative relationship between price and the quantity demanded. If one is increasing, the other one is decreasing. Now what is law of demand? Other things are equal, that is income, taste and preferences, price of related goods, future expectations, all things are constant, and the demand for a good rises with a decrease in the price and decrease with the increase in price. It is vice versa. As you can see, the price is decreasing, the quantity demanded is increasing. When you put down in a graph paper, what will happen is the demand curve will always be downward sloping. Due to changes in the price of a commodity, other factors remaining the same or remaining constant, there are two things happening. First is extension of demand, other one is contraction of demand. Due to changes other than the price, there will be shift in the demand. What you can see is increasing in demand or decrease in demand. Now let us understand what is extension of demand. Due to changes in the price of a commodity, other things remain same, that is income, taste and preference, price of related goods, all these things in an economy are constant and same. But due to variation in the price, what will happen? The price is decreasing and the quantity demanded is increasing. An extension of a demand is an increase in the quantity demanded because the price has changed. Other factors remaining the same. Now when you put down in a graph, what will happen is you can see that when the price was 12,000 rupees, the quantity demanded was only 15, but with a decrease in price, the quantity demanded is more. When you put down in a graph, you can see that this from E1 to E2, what you can see is the extension of demand. An extension of demand denote E1 to E2 is a rise in the quantity demanded because the price has changed. Now let us understand what is contraction of demand. Due to changes in the price of a commodity, other things are constant, and what will happen is contraction. When it will happen, the price is increasing, and contraction of a demand is a fall in the demand quantity because the price has changed, other things remaining the same. Now as you can see, the quantity demanded has decreased from 15 to 10. When you put down in a graph, what you can see is, you can see like this, and contraction of a demand is a fall in the quantity demanded because the price has changed, other factors are the same. Difference in the causes of shift in the demand curve. As I said earlier, that increase in demand and decrease in demand will always occur when other factors other than the price is increasing or decreasing. Suppose increase in income of the consumer in case of normal goods, this will tend to increase in the demand, that is upward shift or rightward shift in the demand. decrease in the income of consumer in case of inferior goods, increase in the prices of substitute goods. All these are the causes. What will happen is that your demand will increase. Fall in the price of complementary goods, changes in favor of changes in taste and preferences in favor of a commodity. Decrease in demand, that is downward or leftward shift in demand, occurs due to decrease in the income of a consumer, increase in the income of consumer in case of inferior goods, decrease in the prices of substitute goods, rise in the price of complementary goods, changes in taste and preferences against a commodity. Now quickly let us understand what is price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of a demand measures the responsiveness of a demand of a good change in its price. In other words, what are the changes occurring in the price and its quantity demanded, that you can measure it with the help of price elasticity of demand. Now, other factors affecting the price elasticity of demand is availability of close substitute, income of consumer, luxury versus necessity goods, proportion of total expenditure spent on the product, number of uses of a commodity, and time period. Now you will always get a sums in of price elasticity of demand. You are going to study only price elasticity. The other name of price elasticity is percentage method or proportionate method. Now let us quickly understand how to solve the problems of price elasticity of demand. Calculate the price elasticity of demand if the calculate the price elasticity of a demand if the price fell by 10%, causing the demand to rise from 800 to 850. Now what you can see is that over here what is given is the percentage change in the price of a good has been given. Now what is the formula to find elasticity of price elasticity of demand is percentage change in the demand of a good divided by percentage change in the price of that good. So that percentage change in the price has already been given, so you need to first calculate percentage change in the demand. How you are going to calculate that percentage change in the quantity demanded equals to delta Q. Delta Q, how you are going to get? Initial minus the change quantity demanded divided by Q, that is original quantity demanded multiplied by 100, because we are going to find it down in the form of percentage. So you will get 50 divided by 800 multiplied by 100. The answer is 6.25. Now substitute the values in the formula and you will get price elasticity of demand is less than unity or less than 1. Now the other method or the other important sum are over here. Let us understand with the help of an question. Consider the demand of a good at a price for the demand for a good is 25 units. Suppose the price of a good increases from 4 to 5. Delta P equals to 1. How? That is 5 minus 4. As a result, the demand of a good falls to 20 units. Delta Q equals 5. Calculate the percentage elasticity of demand. You can be asked this kind of questions for the weightage of 3 to 4 marks. Now let us understand what is been given in the sum, that is original quantity Q is been given, that is 25 units, original price, that is 4 unit. Now fall in quantity, that is delta Q equals 5, whereas delta P equals 1. Now the new quantity is, that is Q1 equals to 20 units and P1 equals to 5. Let us find out what is elasticity of demand. Now price elasticity of demand equals to delta Q by delta P multiplied by P by Q. Now substitute the values, you will get the answer minus 0.8. What you can say is demand is less than elastic or demand is less than unitary. Both the statements are correct. Negative sign indicates the inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded. When you solve the sum, the negative sign or the positive, the signs are in short ignored. Now let us understand, or let us quickly go through some of the important questions that can be asked for 6 marks. Explain the percentage method to measure price elasticity of demand with an help of an example. Number 2, explain any two factors that affect price elasticity of demand. Give suitable examples. Explain diagrammatically greater than and less than unitary elastic demand. Now over here in the sum, the price elasticity of demand for a good is minus 0.4. If its price increases by 5%, what percentage will its demand fall? Now these are the sums what you can solve it. Please do refer the formulas and the earlier 2-3 sums I have given in this video and in the prior video to solve the sums. Thank you.